Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. A member of our community is requesting that we make dua for her mother, Amatul Hakim. She's in hospital. We ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala that may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala grant her shifa kamila, ajila, mustamirra, daima. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala assist her in her recovery process and bring her home safely to her family. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala return to her health in a state that is better than her previous health. And may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala grant her a life of barakah and goodness for herself and for her family. Ameen ya Rabbil Alameen. Allahumma ya shafi al-marda ya kafi al-hajat adhib al-ba's rabb an-nas washfi anta ash-shafi la shifaa illa shifaa'uk shifaan la yughadiru saqama. Allahumma ashfi mardana wa aafi mubtalana warham mawtana ya Rabbil Alameen. Allahumma arina al-haqqa haqqan warzuqna ittiba'a wa arina al-batila batilan warzuqna ijtinaba. Allahumma inna nas'aluka al-'afwa wal-'afiyah wal-mu'afata ad-da'imata fi dinina wa dunyana wa akhiratina. نسألك اللهم من الخير كله عاجله وآجله ونعوذ بك اللهم من الشر كله عاجله وآجله. رب ارحمهما كما ربياني صغيرا رب ارحمهما كما ربياني صغيرا رب ارحمهما كما ربياني صغيرا. اللهم ربنا تقبل منا إنك أنت السميع العليم وتب علينا إنك أنت التواب الرحيم. وصلى الله تعالى وسلم على سيدنا محمد وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين برحمتك يا أرحم الراحمين. Brothers and sisters in Islam, we talk about good conduct and good character being a vital part of our being as a Muslim. What does it mean to be a Muslim? It means to have a good character. It means to have a compassionate nature. It means to be a caring person. These are really good terminologies that can be used to describe a good Muslim. But realistically, what does it look like? How does it manifest itself? How does the rest of one's religion grow on that? The base of it or the soil of it is mercy. You see, character is a seed. A seed that when it mixes with faith, which is water, it then grows and sprouts to be a Muslim. And as a Muslim then grows into the trunk and the branches and the twigs and the leaves and the fruits and the flowers, these are all a manifestation of goodness that came out from good soil, good seed, and good water. So how can we understand mercy? There is a tradition that many of us may have heard before, not once, but multiple times. But it's when we put this in perspective with the bigger picture, we realize that the absence of mercy and the absence of the definition of what mercy is detrimental to our entire being. This tradition is recorded by Imam Bukhari. Rasulullah ﷺ said, a woman was tortured and was put in fire because of a cat she had kept locked till she died of hunger. Now, we've heard this. I'm sure we've all heard this. There's an expanded version of this hadith that the Prophet Muhammad ﷺ saw her being punished in hellfire when he was shown paradise and hell while he was offering salah, while he was offering prayer of eclipse. There was a solar eclipse. The Prophet Muhammad ﷺ is engaged in Salatul Khusuf and Kusuf. We know about this. There are prayers of the solar eclipse and lunar eclipse which last for the duration of the eclipse. It's a very unique prayer. And Rasulullah ﷺ is actually leading this prayer. And while he's leading this prayer and he's performing this prayer in the sight of this sign of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, Allah shows him heaven and hell. Subhanallah. And when he sees this, and another narration of Asma bint Abi Bakr radiallahu ta'ala anha that's also transmitted by Imam Bukhari, she said that the Prophet ﷺ said about the fire of hell intensifying while he was offering the salah of the eclipse of the sun. He's offering a prayer. And Allah showing him that the fire of hell is intensifying. It is getting strong. Now why would Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala show that to the Prophet ﷺ when he is praying at a time when in our culture and in our world everyone wants to put on those special glasses or wear no glasses and look up at the sun? Why would a person do that? Why would Allah do this to him? Because Allah wanted to show you and I something very significant. It is said that the hell became so near to me. Says who? The Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. That I said, "Oh Allah, will I be amongst those people? Oh Allah, will I be amongst those people?" Not only is hell intensifying, but it's drawing near to me. So in the prayer, the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam saying, "Am I going to be one of these people that in spite of being there, they're being punished?" Then suddenly, I saw a woman, and a cat was lacerating her with its claws. On my inquiry, they told me that the woman had imprisoned the cat till it died of starvation, and she neither fed it nor freed it, so that it may feed itself from the insects or the creatures of the earth. This hadith has been recorded by Imam Bukhari, hadith number 3318, 2365, 3482, 6345. How many hadith, everyone? 4 hadith, talking about what? A woman and a cat. This woman was from Bani Israel. She's not from the ummah of Rasulullah sallallahu alaihi wasallam, meaning she's not from the time of the revelation or post that revelation. But this incident recorded 4 times in 4 different ways, and the hadith that I just shared with you and I is the most descriptive of them all. It should bring a chill up our spine that the Prophet ﷺ is leading a prayer, a special prayer, at a special time, in which he ﷺ says that the sun and moon, this eclipse, is a sign from Allah. We are seeing so many super moons and blood moons and all these things happening. Let it be known, Allah is sending a sign. It is my failure that I'm unable to spiritually understand and interpret that sign. In a similar way, these eclipse. And as the hellfire comes so close, the Prophet ﷺ questions if he is going to be there. And Allah shows him this woman. What is my point here? Mercy is the foundation, it's the soil, it's the mud, it's the cement, it's the foundation of who we are. There's a reason why Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala categorized the Prophet Muhammad in the Holy Quran with the term of mercy, وَمَا أَرْسَلْنَاكَ, we did not send you, O Muhammad إِلَّا but as a what? رَحْمَةٌ لِلْعَالَمِينَ, as a mercy for the creations, for the worlds. May it be for the insects, we should have mercy. If it's for the trees, it should be mercy. If it's for the sidewalk, it should be mercy. If it's for the stones that we kick when we're walking, know that they are remembering Allah. Have mercy. If it's the insects that we trample over when we see them walking in a single file line, these ants, and we think it's fun to just step over them, have mercy. When it comes to each other on the streets, have mercy. When it comes to our masjid, have mercy. When it comes to our homes, have mercy. When it comes to this entire world, have mercy. The mercy is so depicted, it's so clearly depicted in the characteristics and demeanor of the Prophet Muhammad ﷺ that even spitting, and let me end with this, spitting, people spit. It's something that you might have to do. It's uncalled for, it's unexpected, it happens, mucus comes up. The Prophet ﷺ taught us about spitting also. He would not just spit to his right, to his front, to his left, or behind him, because he was cognizant of the fact that angels are around him. Say subhanallah. That the angels that are around him also, you don't just spit in that direction, just like you wouldn't spit in the direction of your house, your car, or another human being. So he would spit between his legs below, and that also as the last resort. Many a time it is written in the hadith and traditions, Isha radiallahu anha said that she would have to rub it off the clothes. Sometimes they would just spit into their clothing. So brothers and sisters, we have the seeds of Iman and Islam. I am no one to question that. And how are we sprouting? We all should know that. The question is, what is my soil? What is my base? Let it be known that in the absence of the base, we cannot sprout to our full potential. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala allow us to take heed from this story, a story that we have heard multiple times in our life, a story that must have been told to us in our childhood, a story we must have heard in a khutbah, on a YouTube video, we've heard in a class or a conference. May Allah allow us to reflect on it one level deeper and to make a commitment one level higher. Ameen ya Rabbil Alameen. Jazakum Allah khairan to everyone for their time. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.